on with Rihanna. There's nothing going on with him and Nicki.
Ain't nobody care about going on. We care about going in. Dips.
So anyway.
Dips. Welcome to Why Do We Do It?
I just want to say I don't think Nicki Minaj broke up with Movement over the beef. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like Nicki has more character.
I feel like I don't care if they broke up.
Yeah, I care because I'd like to believe that Nicki isn't as shallow as the silicone in.
Yeah, she got silicone booty and boobs.
But she looks fantastic.
She's shallow.
Did you say she shallow?
She is shallow.
Today we're talking about the fiscal irresponsibility of our nation in general.
But in specific with regard to our government and Kenya Airways.
Also, why is Kenya Airways called KQ? Why isn't it KA?
That's a good question. KQ, anybody?
It's an international coding system.
So that's their calling sign. KQ5, right? It's like a number plate.
Yes.
Almost.
It's like, and can your country's number plate.
It's supposed to be a privatized company, right?
Supposed to be private doesn't mean shit in this country.
So
if you were run by the government before, you're probably not going to be doing very well.
So the government is probably going to inject money into it to save it, which means that the burden of debt from that 30 billion is going to be 1,000 bob for every man, woman, and child in this country. Yeah. And that's taxpayers' money, which you're not supposed to be tax-paying, or which is not supposed to be being used for the airline because it's supposed to be private. So KQ, which used to be the pride of Africa, I feel like the main problem is mismanagement of funds and blah, blah, blah. But my question is, if you hire a CEO who has kind of tanked every single company that he's been at, why do you not expect it to tank also the national carrier?
They don't expect it to tank. They expect it to line their pockets. The problem is everybody wants to eat.
Look, I don't have a problem with you eating. I don't. Just, you do a little something. You want this loaf of bread to last longer, so you eat it slower so that it lasts longer.
But also the problem is, it's not that it's a loaf of bread. These guys have 10,000 loaves and they want to eat all of them. And it's like, guys, you have one stomach. You're not even a donkey or a cow. Something that has 4 stomachs can eat more bread. Why do you want to eat all of the bread? Yeah. If you had 25 billion, let's say you had 24 billion, you could spend 2 billion a month for a year.
If you had what?
24 billion. You could spend 2 billion a month for a year.
How do you spend 2 billion? How much would you have to spend a day? Like, okay, so...
Many millions. Don't steal our money.
Or steal a little
Don't
bit.
steal the money of the people of Kenya.
Because everyone steals. All governments steal. Like, all governments steal. It's just some governments choose to steal and to do something with their money as well. Speaking of already making money, MPs are trying to increase, like, their pensions and what they're supposed to be getting.
First of all, they want to get everyone who's been an MP from the beginning of Kenya
Parliament. Yeah. From
to,
the beginning of
to get an allowance of 100,000 a month in perpetuity
until they die.
Sitting allowance is also a thing that bothers me. It's like your fat ass needs allowance to sit. Yeah. You already have like a leather.
Yeah. No, but like you only have to attend a certain number of parliamentary sessions for you to get the sitting allowance.
Okay. I feel like Kenya should aspire to be more like the Scandinavians. Is it Scandinavians or there's a country in Europe where MPs and other parliamentarians, people who run the government, are not paid. They're professionals.
I like that plan.
On Monday to Thursday they're at work. Friday they go, okay, we need to change this, we need to do this, we need to do this. Bounce. The doctor is saying, yeah, help, we need to sort this out. Okay guys, so let's go. There's no financial incentive for them to take care of the country.
Our budget, which in the 2013 to 2014 fiscal year was 1 point, what did we say? 1.5 trillion. No, not the one for this one, the one for last year.
The one for last year was 1.5 trillion.
The guy was
It sounded like a big figure until I realized that we collect about 1 trillion of that in taxes. So I'm like, okay, first, Kenya has money.
In taxes, yeah.
Kenya has money.
So the Auditor General, Edward Oko, released a report that's saying that he can only account for 1.2% of the 1.5 trillion of our budget.
1.2? So, guys, leave comments about the MPs and things, what we should do, what we should talk about.
To change such things.
How it can be changed.
Because it's nice to talk about it on the show, but then I mean, It's tomorrow, and then please rate what you think should be done.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we'll get in touch with the people with the cojones to do this.
Because we know these people.
Shout out, Bonnie.
So
we're talking about long distance because you talk quickly. Yeah?
I'm sorry, but
we're talking about long distance relationships.
We're talking about long distance.
The long distance relationships.
So, if you were to go do a master's in film or whatever abroad or whatever, in Berlin for 2 years, it's a 2-year long program, and you were in a committed relationship and you love this girl and you want a wife. Would you be cool with doing the long distance? Do you think you are capable of doing a long distance relationship?
I think I am, but I'm only capable of doing it with someone in particular. I don't know who, but someone. There are a lot of people who I wouldn't commit to in a long distance relationship.
Because?
Because some people are flaky. Some people you just know that.
Flaky in terms of the rules
I feel
they
like
committed to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Or?
It's the character of the person. In terms of, is this a person who needs to be touched every day, needs to be held, needs to be talked to?
Do you need to be touched and held every day?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you need to be touched and held every day. Okay,
so
your main problem would be intimacy.
No, my main problem would be the other person's intimacy thing. I don't speak for men, I speak for Oni and maybe Tony and Richie sometimes. I can only speak to what I know. I get jealous, I ain't about that life. I'm not doing a long distance relationship with someone who I can trust.
But you do acknowledge the fact that a lot of the men who say that they wouldn't do open relationships or long distance relationship
a lot of men who say, I love you, cheat.
Would you do an open relationship?
Nope.
But you're not
I really don't like to share.
But you're not even allowed to be shared.
No. I'd rather not be in the relationship. That's why I don't do long distance. Unless it's my wife. Then I've committed for life, so 2 years is not really a big deal. At your girlfriend. Doesn't matter how long term it is.
I'm in favor of open relationships if you do long distance.
Me, I'll kill someone.
You won't kill someone because you're not there to kill
someone. When I come back, I'll kill someone.
But what if she doesn't tell you?
Then it's not an open relationship, it's called cheating.
No, it's not called cheating. You'll be like, listen, I'm going away. I have needs. What we're going to do is not fall in love with other people.
Bullshit.
But possibly mess around with...
bullshit.
It's not... Hey, let me finish the sentence.
Not fall in love with...
Yeah, don't fall in love with other people, but if you have certain intimacy needs, it's fine. Just don't tell me, and I won't tell you, and we'll be cool. When we come back, we'll just resume.
Nah, no thanks.
I'm in favor of that. What you're saying is...
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with...
The long distance of the relationship. If someone's going to cheat, it's just an opportunity that they need. That's what I'm saying, it's the character of the person. For me, I know, now I know. Now I know the character of the kind of person that would have a propensity to cheat.
Do you think there's a difference between someone who is a cheater and someone who has cheated? Let me explain.
Yes, you don't even need to explain.
But see, I'm explaining for the people who are watching. Maybe they don't know the difference.
Explain the difference.
So relax. Hey, there's people who...
so natural, no relaxer.
There's people who cheat regularly, like they are cheaters, like who cheat. But then there's people who like slip up, make a mistake, and then cheat. So there's a difference between being a cheater and cheating, like once. I think it's easier to forgive. Let me just speak for myself. If the person slips up and makes a mistake, although I don't know if I could get over cheating. I don't feel like I don't know if I don't feel so. I don't think I get over cheating, but I think it would be easier for me to forgive someone who has cheated once, like generally made a mistake once, as opposed to someone who regularly just decides to just.
I'm not sure if I can. I especially if you give me that bullshit line of. It was a mistake.
It just happened.
I was drunk. If you give me excuses, I'm not gonna forgive you for cheating. I'm not that guy. Because for me, when I'm in a relationship, I want to be there. I try to make things as simple as possible in life. If you're in a relationship, you have chosen to be in that situation. Because at the end of the day, it's a choice. Also, you can choose to not be in a relationship. If you want sex, there are people who want sex just like you.
It's true.
You can get sex from people.
Yes.
You can access it freely if you're as charming and as dashing as myself.
It's not that hard. It should be, but I mean.
It should be quite hard actually.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Me, I'm curious about. What you said about how you can tell the propensity of people to cheat.
It's simply the commitment to a relationship. If someone doesn't communicate with you well, there's risks there already. Not just for cheating, but just for everything. If they can't communicate their anger, their fears, their disappointment, their concerns, if they can't come to you with the hard and boring stuff, the hard stuff, then you have a problem. If all you ever talk about is the rosy stuff and you forget about the difficult conversations, which is basically most people how they get in relationships, it's a difficult thing. It's not new information, but a lot of people don't do it, including myself. I'm not trying to make myself like Jesus or something. I'm not even Jesus. I'm not trying to make myself special, but everybody makes that mistake of not knowing what they want and not saying what they want. And then someone is in Dubai and you're like, but she's so hot. And she has boobs. And she likes my penis. Long distance, I would consider it with the right person.
I would also consider it with the right person. I would also consider an open relationship
I
with
would
the right
never
person.
consider open relationship. I'd struggle with that.
I think it's healthy.
I would struggle.
I would probably
I would.
struggle, 'cause I'm not jealous.
This is the thing, because I know I would be able to thrive in an open relationship situation.
Thrive, like potentially fall in love with someone else, or thrive
No,
and potentially fuck a lot of bitches.
I don't want to do that.
But when you're in a relationship, technically you don't even really want to fuck a lot of other bitches. You're in a
want
relationship because you want to fuck one bitch. But if the bitch
all
isn't
the
around,
time, every day.
yeah,
No
that's
work,
fine.
no nothing.
No, it's fine. Yeah, so we get it. But
No nothing. Yeah, I think on that bombshell, we can end.